Okay, welcome to this evening's class. We're going to come to stand right off the bat. And just shake it out a bit. Just shaking it out a bit, getting energy that needs to move out and through. And then slowly coming to a sense of centeredness on the feet, working the shoulders, and then beginning to relax the arms and just starting to soften and settle into the breath. And as you become quiet to listen to the breath, noticing how it feels as it moves through your body. Ariel, we began by shaking it out, so you might want to shake it all out before coming to stand. Up to you, Ariel. Welcome. And maybe taking a couple of active sighs out and then softening through the shoulders. And as you become firmly placed into your feet, feeling into that groundedness and listening through the body for any dissociation, feelings of dissociation. It could be from the head, maybe you're feeling dissociation through the mid-body, pelvis, maybe the legs, or perhaps everything feels good. When I say dissociation, just something that feels as though it's not quite there. And sometimes it's only our mind. And once we recognize where we are outside of, we can gently come back and settle into the midline. And the midline is such an incredible fulcrum to orient to over and over again. A fulcrum is something that keeps you stable and in place, regardless of how you move. You might be moving around and through, but your stabilizing fulcrum through the midline keeps bringing you back to the midline, into your center. So feel into that midline through the body. We usually associate it with the spine, but I'm beginning to find that my midline actually sits a little bit outside and in front of the spine. And then when I bring it down and anchor it into the earth, I feel grounded regardless of movement. And whether I'm taking my body forward or back, there's always that sense of groundedness. Gently placing a hand to heart, hand to baby, and simply feel. How does baby feel today? How does your heart feel today? Beautiful. We're going to work out through the fascia first. So separating the legs a little bit wider. Spin to one side and then take your arm across and around. Spread the fingers and be really purposeful as you move through the tissues, side to side, encircling the head and then rolling the ribs out as well. And just feeling into any tight spaces and maybe taking the movement in bigger spirals. So looking all the way over your shoulder, working through the ribs, the spine, and just finding that movement. And I know, Caitlin, that sometimes you'll be freezing and I'll be freezing, so just use your intuition to continue through the movement patterns. Beautiful. So good. And then separating the feet even wider now so that you're in a wide stance. I'm just going to show it from this side. Bend your knees and fluff out your tail feathers. Press your fingertips to the ground and pull your chest forward, activating the shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, slowly pull the legs back and begin to fold. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the gaze. Exhale, pull into the fingers, press through the chest and slowly take the legs back towards straight. Activating the fascia through the legs now. We've worked around the shoulders and the ribs. So just going to do this a couple more times, hydrating those tissues through the backs of the legs. Can feel quite good, particularly if you press into the earth with the feet and really activate through the muscles. And just one more time. This time, hold. Walk your palms forward, glue the hands to the ground, stretch to your fingertips, and then drop the armpits a little bit more. Active muscles, so you'll feel the stretch through the armpits. The knees are not knocking out. You're squeezing, as though you're squeezing a ball between your thighs as you press back through the backs of the legs without locking out the legs. Beautiful. Choose how to orient on your mat. You might face the front of the mat now, and then bring your feet as hips distance apart. So we're coming down into little frog squats. So again, press into the fingertips and exhale, pull the hips down. Inhale, squeeze and lift your seat. Exhale, slowly pull it down. Inhale, feel like you're squeezing into the feet as you lift and press back through the hips. A couple more times so that you really feel like you're turning on the muscles, keeping them switched on as you move through these movement cycles. Beautiful. And then come on down into that squat and simply feel. Sometimes when we hydrate the fascia, we find deeper places to move into with the body. Beautiful. Press onto the ball of your right foot and then rock over to the left. Bring the right heel down and purposely lift onto the left. Come down low as you swing side to side. Low into the seat and then to the side. Each time feeling a little bit of a stretch into the inner thighs. Body feels quite fluid though, but you're certainly finding that activation into the inner thighs. Nice. And as you come to center, lift the hips now. Heel toe your feet, hips distance apart. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach for the sky. And exhale, arms down by your side, back into Samasthiti Tadasana. Feet, toes face forward, feet hips distance. Beautiful. Sweep your arms out to the side, interlock the palms. Inhale, flip the interlace to the sky, bend your knees. Exhale, draw the arms back behind the ribs. Inhale, squeeze the base of the fingers. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale through center. Sweep the arm, reach the arms high, straighten your legs. Exhale, arms down by your side. Mobilizing the shoulders at the same time. Inhale, sweep your arms, interlace and flip. Exhale, bend your knees, draw the arms back behind the head. Inhale, wing the elbows open. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Straighten the legs, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, arms down by your side. Take a breath. You might be surprised, but there's a lot going on around the diaphragm as we do that. So just let the breath come back to settled. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach for the sky. Exhale, length through the spine as you fold. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. You're in a downward facing dog. Look past your thumbs, step your left foot off the mat, outside the little finger, and then bring your hips into big hip rolls. Let's straighten up that left leg and just take that really decent stretch here. Press up onto the balls of your feet, both feet. Bend the knees slightly. Exhale. Begin to straighten the legs and roll your heels down to the ground. Press up onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees slightly. Squiggle the toes. Exhale. Roll the heels to the ground as you begin to straighten the legs. Really feel into the Achilles and the calf muscle on the right side. One more time. Press up high onto the balls of both feet. Bend the knees. Exhale, slowly roll the heels down, press back, and then bend the left knee, spin all your toes to the left side, swing your hips low and forward, inhale, sweep the left arm around, spread the fingers, roll the ribs open and back. Inhale, around your baby, sweep and reach. Exhale, explore, reach back, open up. One more time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, take it back, open the heart, and then gently release the right hip to the ground. Maybe place your left hand on your hip or bring your left hand to the ground behind you and look over your left shoulder. The rib basket is finding rotation. Swing that left palm back to the front of the mat, heel toe your left foot onto the mat, and let's pulsate again. Find your place. Sweep your arms high, inhale, exhale, back, reach through the heart, fold over your left leg. Deepen on the swing, and exhale, lengthen and fold. One more time. Beautiful. Keep the left leg straight, slightly heel forward. Flex the foot. Press into your finger pads and bend your left knee slightly. It's a micro bend. Then pull your chest forward, inhale, squeeze your left knee and your right knee and left heel towards each other, and slowly try to straighten your leg against resistance as you fold. Again, bend the knee, lift the chest, lift the gaze, inhale, squeeze and traction towards each other, and slowly bring the leg towards straight, still engaging the muscles along that left leg. Final time, inhale, exhale. Slowly bring it towards straight, walk your hands forward, and this time hold. Again, please don't just lock out the knee and disengage the muscles. Keep the muscles taut, and then draw back through the crease of the hip, and find the stretch through the fascial tissues, not just the muscle. You'll feel the difference when you engage through the fascia as well. Beautiful. Walking your hands back, slide the left heel onto the ground, tuck your right toes and spin your right heel to earth. Place your left forearm to the ground, roll the left thigh forward. You can even use your hands, so just kind of roll the thigh in. Sweeping the right arm in 3 big sweeps. Again, as you cycle, feel the tissues. We're really unlocking places that might need a good stretch. Caitlin, after you've had a bit of a shock, this will feel good for the body because the fascia would have taken the shock. So we want to release the fascia to release the trauma. Reach your right arm up and over and stretch. Feel the diagonal line, the extended line from the outer rim of your right foot right to your fingertips. Very nice. Sweep that right arm around, bring the hand to the ground, gently lower your right knee to the earth. Swing that left leg around, catch the foot. Now, hold the left heel towards you, inhale, and then resist the left foot away as you stretch the left arm, but pull the foot away, resisting the movement. Inhale, bend the knee deep, heel towards buttock. Exhale, pull away, and really feel into the stretch as you do so. One more time, inhale, feel the quad, engage the muscles, resist the foot away from you. So keep pulling strongly on the foot as you take it away. Beautiful. And gently come down and onto all fours. Feel the blood flowing through that left side. Rolling cat and cow. Push into your hands, so actually pull. Feel like you're putting your hands and your knees towards each other as you flip your tail up and stretch the chest forward. And then mount and rock back, pressing the hips chin to chest. Pull into the hands and then engage up as you keep pressing into the heels of the hands And then round the spine, push back slightly, stretch through the back body. It's like when a cat stretches, it engages its muscles and it gets into all the fascia. Everything engages for that deep cat stretch. One more time. Pull into the hands, press the chest, lift, mound, press back, and then into your downward facing dog. And as we do this, Caitlin, you can think about releasing the trauma of the shock. You are capable of releasing trauma as quickly as you received it, so we can release it. Any residual remaining in the fascia, we're letting it go. We're releasing it, saying goodbye. Walking your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, press your hands into your shins. Exhale, fold. Now again, walk your fingertips forward and bend your knees, maybe just between the thighs. Pull into your finger pads. Feel like you're squeezing a ball between your thighs. Exhale, slowly begin to bring the legs back towards straight as you bow your head. Inhale, bend the knees, micro bend, fluff out your tail feathers. Press through the seat bones. Exhale, slowly bring the legs towards straight, bow your head. One more time. Inhale, bend the knees, lift your gaze. Exhale, slowly take it back. Pause. Walk your hands all the way to your down dog once again. 3 deep breaths in the dog. If you want another fascial release, you can press up high onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, push into your hands strong, and then slowly roll your heels down to the ground without straightening your legs. Feel, keep the knees bent. Inhale, press up onto the balls of the feet, push firmly into the hands. Exhale, keep the knees bent, but roll the heels back down towards the ground. Inhale, high onto the balls of the feet, press firmly into the palms. Exhale, keep the knees bent. Against a little bit of resistance through the muscles, roll, heels towards the ground. Now begin to bring the legs towards straight. Hold there for another breath. Look at your right palm and step your right foot to the front of the mat outside the palm. Roll out the hips. Beautiful. Straighten that right leg. Walk the palms forward. Take a moment. Look up. Lift your heels. Both knees bend slightly. Exhale, roll the heels towards the ground, bringing the legs towards straight. Bow. Inhale, come as high as you can on the balls of the feet. Heels lift, knees slightly bent. Exhale, roll the heels towards the ground as you straighten the legs through resistance. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly take it back. Stretch. Beautiful. And then from here, spin your toes to face the right side. And 3 sweeps of that right arm as you press the hips forward and then roll the ribs out. Bend the elbow and draw it back and down. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhaling. Of course, you can bring your left knee down if you find that your shoulder is struggling. You choose. And this time, as you take that arm over, lower the hip. Check in with your palm. If it's too close to your shoulder, you might need to move the left palm away. You have a choice. Press the right knee away or take your right hand to the ground behind you and swivel your gaze over the shoulder. You'll feel a decent stretch through the left ribs. Swing your right palm over, come onto your knee. Heel toe your right foot onto the mat. And let's fly. Phoenix wings to flight. Inhaling as you sweep up. Exhale, draw back. Expand through the heart and bow. Beautiful. This dynamic movement really opening up any areas of the body that felt trauma. Bringing hands to the ground, slide your right heel forward and flex the foot. Bend your knees slightly. A reminder, press into your finger pads, lift through the chest, squeeze the heel and the knee towards each other, then slowly against resistance, begin to straighten the leg and bow. Let's do that again a couple of times. Hold the third, take a deep stretch. Beautiful. Lifting your gaze, slide that right heel back, tuck the left toes under, spin the heel to the ground. Remember to roll the thigh up and through so that you bring your pubic arch up and through as well. 3 sweeps of that left palm, fingers spread, draw the ribs out and back and down. Really use the breath. After a full third pass, sweep that left arm overhead and reach. Try not to conk into the right shoulder. Lift up and through. Firm into the foundation. Find the end points of the fingertips to engage the side body. Sweep that left palm around, gently place it to earth, followed by the left knee. Now this can feel tricky if you're not used to your bows, but you two are both used to bows, so reach that right leg back, capture the foot, bring the heel towards you. Inhale, resist the foot away, and then bow the body on the exhale. Inhale, knee to hip, heel to hip. Exhale, slowly reach back and through. Inhale. Exhale, extend, pause. And gently come onto all fours. Draw into the heels, so pull back into the heels of the hands as you lift the gaze to the sky. Active cat and cow. As you round and round, push into the palms and press that through the hips, encasing baby with the spine. Inhale, squeeze, the elbows might bend slightly as you bring the chest forward. Exhale, press back and through. One more time. Active cat and cow, feeling. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bring your thumbs to touch. Walk your feet forward and into squat. Again, we're going to create a bit of active resistance. So from here, bring your elbows into the knees and then squeeze inwards and squeeze outwards as far as you can. Squeeze in through resistance, resist out and open. One more time, you'll really feel the tissues in the inner groin, squeeze out. You're resisting, so you're pushing the knees into the elbows and then pressing the elbows out into the knees, really broad and wide on the final. Fingertips come to the ground, lift the hips. And exhale, just take a dangle for a moment, relaxing your head and neck. Inhalation, reach your arms, find the sky. Exhale, arms down by your side, Samastiti Tadasana. Beautiful. We're going to challenge our midline now and continuously coming into that orientation of the midline. Sweep your arms out to the side, interlace the palms, strip the interlace to the sky, lift the kneecaps, grow really tall. Sit down in Utkatasana, hold Utkatasana. Feel like you're pressing that ball in between the thighs and sit a little deeper. Release the palms and reach the arms back in a wide winged circle. Then bring the fingertips together and slide the palms up into your reverse prayer. Shift your weight onto your left foot and pick your right knee up. Slowly take the right leg back, keep your chest lifted, left knee bent. Eka Parahamsa Parsvottanasana, swan. Rotate the right toes out and very gently release the right foot to the ground. Warrior one. Open the chest, lift the gaze, draw the pubic bone to the base of the uterus and then press the hips forward. Take 3 steady breaths. Press into the palms if you can. Release the prayer. Bring the prayer to crossed over thumbs behind you. And then swing the arms around. Rotate the palms up to face the sky. Inhale, reach your arms back. Rotate the palms to face the ground. Swing the arms back. As the palms come forward, flip them to face the sky. Inhale, reach back. And this time, arms go back behind you, straighten the left leg, reach the chest forward as far as you can as you bow. Then draw the arms forward, overhead, and to the ground. Anchor firmly into the heel of the right foot, press back. Bend the left knee, magnetize the fingertips to the ground, lift the chest and gaze slightly. Inhale, exhale. Begin to straighten the left leg, pulling back powerfully, pressing into the fingertips and bowing. Inhale, micro bend the knee, pull into the fingertips, look forward. Exhale, push into the right foot and slowly traction the left leg towards straight and bow. One more time, fascial engagement. Press into the outer edge of the right foot, pull into the fingertips, left knee bent. Exhale, start to straighten it back. And now take 3 big, long breaths in this forward fold. Beautiful. From here, simply swivel on the feet so that the inner edges of the feet are parallel to each other, the heels are aligned. Interlace your palms in front of you and rise. Prasarita Padottanasana. First of all, extend. Let's go through a goddess cycle and into Prasarita. Rotate the toes out. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, draw the arms back, come down into wide goddess, powerful Kali, so breathe out through the tongue. Interlace your palms, inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms high. I am a powerful goddess, Kali, destroyer and rebirther. Feel your power. Interlace your palms, press into the feet, reach high. Exhale, final Kali's breath. You will need to call on her during birth. At one point, we call on Kali. She helps us to bring our baby through only by destroying everything that we thought we were so that we can be rebirthed with our baby. We become mother, something else entirely, something we were not before, and now we are. Straighten the legs, turn the toes inwards. Sweep your arms around, interlace the palms. Bend the elbows out and back slightly. Out and back slightly. Bend your knees just a little, fluff out your tail feathers, press firmly into the feet, inhale, exhale. Bring the arms up first, then come down, fluffing out tail feathers, then bring the legs towards straight and fold deeply. Bend your knees, inhale, rise. Open the heart, bend your elbows. Inhale, draw the arms back, slowly start to fold, then straighten the arms overhead and slowly begin to straighten the legs. Stay here for some moments, noticing the difference through the shoulders as you brought this very deeply into the fascia around the shoulders. with the pulsation of the arms. Release the palms to the ground. Place both hands to the front of your mat, downward facing dog. Rolling cat and cow, and gently come onto the knees. Inhale, pull into the hands, lift chest. Exhale, press into the palms, round, hips back, spine opens, space between the shoulder blades, feel the armpit stretch. Pull into the hands, inhale, engage, lift the gaze. Exhale, as you round, press back and stretch. One more time. Moving through any preconceived ideas of what you have about your body, how you feel about your body, or how you think your body must feel or look. None of that matters. You're just feeling into all the spaces. Downward facing dog. Bringing your thumbs to touch, walk your feet forward, and you are in your squat once again. And again, we're going to do that engaged squat. Push your elbows into the inner knees, press the knees out, resist, squeeze the knees in. Out, and in. Out, you can feel the shoulders engaging. Hold there for a moment, widest. Fingertips come to the ground, lift your hips, turn your toes forward, heel toe your feet. Sweep your arms, reach for the sky. And exhale, arms down by your side. Samastiti, Tadasana. Take pause. Maybe close your eyes and notice how your body's feeling. We're working into some pretty intense spaces and places today. So just be in the power of that transformative energy. Sweep your arms out to the side, interlace the palms, flip the interlace to the sky through the inhale, engage the legs. Exhale, as you bend the knees, draw the arms back. Inhale, open and bring the elbows. And then draw the arms up, back, wide arc, reverse prayer palms. Notice how this reverse prayer will give you more space this time. Shift your weight onto your right leg, pick your left knee up. Keep the right knee bent, but slowly take the left leg back. Chest and heart stays elevated. You are in perfect balance and poise. Rotate the left toes out, gently land the foot. Warrior One foundation, draw the pubic bone to base of uterus. Pause here, press the palms together more firmly, wing the elbows out. Full shoulder rotations to get into deep fascia. Take the prayer down and back. Inhale, reach the arms forward until they're shoulder level. Flip the palms up. Sorry, that was your exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. Wing the arms down. Exhaling deeply, palms face up. Inhale, arms up, back, down. Final time, as you flip the palms to face the sky, reaching the arms high, straighten the front leg, arms go back, chest reaches forward, fold deeply. And then bring the palms forward and feel into your shoulders. Press into your finger pads. Root firmly back through the left heel. Press into the ball of the right foot. Then bend your right knee and feel the traction and power of the feet moving in opposite directions. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly straighten that right leg. Keep pressing into the outer mound of the left foot and bow. Pull into the fingertips. Bend the right knee. Lift the gaze. Exhale. Straighten that leg against resistance. Feel everything. One more time. Bend right knee. Engage through the left foot and leg, and then slowly straighten the right leg and fold. Pause here. Walk your hands around. Turn on the feet. Interlace the palms. Inhale, sweep. Rotate the toes outwards. Kali's breath. Take a deep breath as you reach up through the midline. Exhale, Kali's breath out. Elbows into the waistline as you come down into wide goddess. Inhale, interlace the palms, straighten the legs, press into the feet, reach for the sky. Exhale, I am powerful goddess. I overcome all obstacles. Inhale, reach. And hold. Kali, powerful, the overcomer of all obstacles, the change bringer. She is not afraid to destroy what needs to be destroyed, whether it be old ideas that no longer work for you, because that makes space for what Kali brings, which is newness, rebirth. Straighten your legs, rotate your toes inwards, sweep your arms back, interlace the palms. Don't release the index fingers, just keep the interlace. Lift the palms mid-back, bringing the elbows out. And then from here, bend your knees, draw the arms back as you begin to fold, and then the arms overhead. And then from here, slowly straighten the legs and go deeper. Inhale, bend the knees, rise. Roll the heads of the shoulders back, bend the elbows out. Press into the feet firmly. Inhalation. Draw the arms back as you begin to bring the chest forward. Spin the arms, squeeze between the shoulder blades, straighten the legs and hold. The legs again, the knees won't knock out. You've engaged all the tissues. So there's a sticking point that you find. And if you go past the sticking point, you'll see that your muscles just let go. We don't want that. We want to keep the engagement so that we continue to hydrate the fascia. That fabric around the whole body that sometimes gets forgotten about. And release the palms, hands to the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And now this time, as you come onto your knees, keep your body soft and pliable and notice the difference. You have so much space to take those full rib basket, hip rolling, cat and cows. Everything should feel fluid. You've released tight spaces. And you're now just letting your body move in big, fluid, sort of time movements. Changing direction whenever it feels good. Beautiful. And back into our downward facing dog. Let's take another 3 deep breaths here. Just absorbing that fascia releasing practice. Beautiful. Look at your thumbs. Now, we're going to do this a little bit differently. Pick your left knee up. You'll have to avoid baby, Caitlin. Slide your left outer edge of the foot to the right side of the mat. Baby is snug on the inside of your left thigh. Your left knife edge of the foot is exactly on the edge of the right side of the mat. Push into your fingertips. Press up high onto the ball of your right foot. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the leg. Roll the right heel down and bring your forehead to touch your shin. Inhale. Bring your shin almost down to the ground. Hips go low, but everything kind of floats. You're only on your fingertips and your feet. Exhale, press back. Slowly stretch it back and bow. Take the ball mound of the left big toe onto the ground. One more time. Inhale, floating pigeon. Press through the hips, engage the right quadricep and glute, and then slowly take it back. Bring the ball end of the left foot onto the ground, right heel into the earth. Hold here for a few moments. And then gently come on down and into your pigeon. Beautiful. Place your left palm firmly on the ground. Pick your right foot up. Bring the heel in. Inhale. Exhale. Resist the right foot away. Inhale. Resist the right heel towards the hip. Exhale. Away. Inhale. Towards. Exhale. Away. And this time, bring that right heel in and hold for some breaths. Focus on the exhales. Big exhale breath out. Affirming, you're releasing any pent-up energy in the body, anything else that's still stuck there. Release it, let it go. Find the pathways to freedom. Beautiful. And release that foot. 5 deep breaths in a soft, relaxed forward fold in your pigeon. Beautiful. Walking your palms back. Gently come back onto all fours. Walk your hands forward. Keep your hips high. Pull into the heels of the hands. And then slowly stretch the chest down. And then ripple up, mount slightly. Action into the arms. Slowly pull into the heels of the hands and bring the chest down. Ripple up. And one more time. First of all, traction energy through the arms, pulling into the heels of the hands. Then gently bring the chest down and hold 5 deep breaths. Arms are still active. Slide your palms back, ripple up, tuck toes, scoop baby, downward facing dog. Look past your thumbs, carefully slide the outer edge of your right foot to the outer edge left side mat. You might need to walk your hands forward a little bit or not. Press up high onto the ball of your left foot. Slowly straighten the right leg, roll the ball of the right foot onto the ground and fold. And then knife edge of the foot comes to earth, float the hips down, active left leg as you bring the hips towards earth, and then press back, straighten the leg, embed the right toe, roll the left heel towards ground, fold, high on the ball of the foot, deepen down, pigeon, and then finally take it back, embed through the right foot, roll the left heel towards the ground and bow deeply, ITB stretch. Walk your palms forward, carefully place your right shin to ground, pigeon, flipping your foot up, catch it, and resist, press back, resist, bring it in, feel the quad, and resist it back and in. When I say resist, engage the muscles and then pull on the foot even as you straighten the arm so that you meet a little bit of resistance. And then finally bring it through. Hold. Let all that emotional energy as women that sits in the quads and the thighs, let it all go. Beautiful. So good. And 5 long deep breaths. Coming onto the forearms and let go. Become soft and relax. So good. Gently press your hands into the ground. Come onto all fours and just take a child's pose for a few breaths. Hook your palms back. Grab a cushion, pillow, anything else that you can find. 2 would be even better. I'm going to roll my pillow up a little bit so that when I take my right side over and place the cushion underneath my neck, reaching the left arm over, I feel a little bit of elevation through the left ribs as I take the side lying side opener. Once here, close your eyes and let go. It'll feel amazing after all that intense fascial work. You'll notice all the little ticks and tocks and clicks in the cellular body. As all the fascia also just kind of, it speaks to you. When you listen in now, you'll feel it, like all a little movement underneath the skin. It's quite amazing, I love it. That is when you work with the fascia deeply, if you were doing the engagement correctly. Beautiful. Your practice today, my friends, was doing the true work of yoga, which is to heal. Bringing the mind back into the body if it has left for a while. And of course, the difference between our yoga practice and other physical activity is the attention, the awareness, and the intention. By focusing mind on the instructions and subtle actions of the body, we bring the mind into the body as a form of meditation. The world receded as you came completely into your cellular body today. The mind is given a break from its usual state of flying about in a million directions. And instead, you came to one pointed focus and attention. The 6th limb of yoga, that is, dharana. And over time, while increasing awareness and control of the body, is a great side effect of our yoga practice. The main benefit is experienced, and this is a mind that is calm and focused. Take 2 more minutes on this side. Continuing to relax the body and feeling how incredible it is for the passage of air into the left lobes of the lungs. It's so clear and full. How free the shoulders are now after that work. And because the shoulders have received space, so too is the breath able to receive the space it needs for fullness. We can think about moving over and onto the other side now and taking the same pose on the other side, on the left side. We're completing with the left side so that if you do want to spend longer, Caitlin, on the left, when we finish the class, you can, of course, just move the cushions away and place them between the thighs. But for now, let's take the side lying once again. Make sure your neck is completely supported. Top arm reaches over. And now taking the breath fully into the right ribs. And of course, I am reminded of the second of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, where he teaches yoga is chitta, vritti, nirodha, meaning a regular yoga practice will still the fluctuations of the mind and quiet any changes of mood. The vritta, the fluctuation of the mind, is considered an impediment in yoga practice and an impediment towards enlightenment. When the mind becomes still, then we feel free. I think it was Vivekananda. Yes, it was Vivekananda, the sage. He was a 19th century sage. He used the metaphor of a lake to illustrate the disturbances of consciousness, with chitta as the mind stuff and vrittis as the wave and ripples rising to the surface when external causes affect it. It is only possible to see the bottom of the ripples, of the bottom of the lake, when the ripples have subsided and the water is calm. It's clear, it's transparent. If the water is muddy, it will obscure the bottom. Our aim is always to see through the clear crystal waters to the very bottom. And I wish to remind you that the bottom of the lake is your true self, peaceful and free. When we see clearly into the very bottom of the soul, we are healed. Sometimes it's moments where we feel healed, and then the noise comes in. At other times, we come to a place where the healing feels real, feels true, and that healing on the deepest level is possible because, my friends, it is. May you be free. May you be only love. Namaste.